In this brief demonstration, we are continuing our exploration of the new templates that are provided with FrameMaker 12. We saw in our earlier demonstration that when you create a new document, you can choose Explore Standard Templates. And as you do this, you'll find a variety of new templates available, including a reference card. We're actually looking at a document that was created earlier with no real modifications to it, and this is from the new chapter template. As we saw in the last demonstration, this document, when you create it from scratch, if you say show sample, it will actually be filled in and pre-populated with English and actually with a number of things like markers, condition tags, etc. Quite nice to work with. It's also populated with a very intelligent paragraph catalog. If you look closely, you'll notice that most of the paragraphs begin with a mnemonic. So if I change this to heading 2, for instance, becomes a heading 2. You'll notice that all the heads are clustered together with an H. And up at the top, we have our body content, body begin, or body content. I can actually use my keyboard shortcuts to explore this quickly. And I'm going to press Control 9, which is the keyboard shortcut for the paragraphs. Now, you could scroll up and down and choose the one you want. I'm going to type in N for note because I happen to know that every note begins with N. And notice that we have a choice of note caution, which we can do with NC. We could change this one more time to a different type of note, and perhaps I want to change it to a note. And as I do that, you see it automatically turns into a side head. If I were to follow that with a return, I could go ahead and add some text off here to the side. That obviously isn't a very good choice because the text is too long. So I think I would like to go ahead and return that to normal, which I'll do in just a moment. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and change it back to body begin. Okay, let's take a look at some other choices we have. In addition to the paragraph styles, we have a lot of intelligence added with more attractive table styles. The previous templates in older versions were not terribly exciting as far as the styles available. So I'm going to start out with one here that's called Table Shaded. Let's see what that looks like. As I pop it in, you'll see that it's quite attractive, and this has saved you a lot of work from having to come up with your own styles using the table designer. I'm going to go ahead and create one more just so you can see what the other style is. This is a typical bordered table. It looks quite nice for something like a part list or whatever. And you'll find some instances of this table with the new QR codes that have been inserted as well. My favorite feature, however, is that the template comes with object styles. Object styles work just like paragraph or character styles. The difference is, I'm going to go ahead and choose one here. The difference is that you can actually globally change the look and appearance of graphics. These graphics are actually created from different little vector graphic facets using the FrameMaker drawing tools in this particular case. And you can see they all look gray, dark shadow, light shadow. If we go quickly and visit our reference pages and scroll down a little bit, many people are used to the reference page globally dropping in artwork above or below a paragraph. But in this case, the reference page is being used quite creatively. And what our template designer has done is to take each portion of those buttons and allow us to apply an object style to it and then globally update that. If we look at the object catalog, we'll see that there's 3 different styles. One's called the button face, which is what I have selected here. This would obviously be the light shadow, and the other one would be the dark shadow. How would we update that? What I'd like to do to go quickly back to the body page one more time, and let's go ahead and see where we're going to change this. We'll just scroll on down right here. There we go. And I'd like to see all of these change, every instance of the button. So swiftly going into our view reference page one last time, what I'm going to do is to select first the light portion of the button. And then in graphics, we're going to go ahead and choose our object style designer, move it over so we can see. And I'd like to go to the area where I can change the color of it. So first of all, I have to choose and apply an object style. I'm going to go ahead and put the button light shadow, and I'd like to go ahead and I could apply that if I wish. What I'd also like to do though is to change the color. So I'm going to change this color to light salmon because that'll look quite different, and then update all. And I want to get rid of any overrides that I might happen to have. And I'm going to take the dark, and I'm going to say, that's terrific. Go ahead and close it. Now I want to change a different style. So I'm going to go into graphics. So this time I'm going to the object style designer, and we're going to one of our other styles that we see in the catalog over here. Once again, I need to go to fill where the colors are available, and I have to choose button dark shadow. And instead of black, we want something like maybe olive green. I want this to look quite different. So we'll go ahead and apply olive. And we'll go ahead and update all, say that we want to get rid of all the overrides and that we'd like to close it. Okay, now you can see that this should look quite different. Let's go back to the body page and see what's happened throughout our document. And we'll find out, I'm going to go ahead and just get the catalog out of the way. We'll find out as we go down there that every instance of the buttons have changed. You know, they now have a dark olive shadow and a light salmon shadow. So this is an example of some of the intelligence that's been added to these templates just to save you a lot of work and get you up and running much more quickly. Look forward to our third and final video installment on Introduction to FrameMaker 12 templates. This concludes our brief demonstration.